Hey guys, so we're back. We're hopefully you don't see the red hand marks around my throat, but
my fingers hurt from all the squeezing.
yeah, I mean it's a thick neck. It's a thick, almost non-existent neck.
I was gonna say you don't have a neck.
It's turning on something, right?
That's right. Hey.
What do bullfrogs have right there?
Their power.
A gullet. What do turkeys have?
Their power.
Also, Iranians.
Anywho, if you're sticking with us, our whole audience, thank you, and thank you for bearing with us. But yeah, our next little segment here is we're gonna talk over our first episode of our podcast ever.
Back.
Yeah, like
Maybe
4 years ago.
Is it
Mini
that
4 year ago.
Wow.
Episode 1, season 1.
I would say that we've really progressed a lot.
Nah,
But today I would.
I don't know about that.
Okay, John.
But that episode, if you remember, was called The Aficionado, named after an old buddy of ours, Mark, who
He's not. Never mind.
unfortunately not with us anymore. But we thought we would talk about maybe where we've improved, maybe some funny stories, and we'll also be playing the first episode too, along with this really cool presentation that Dashawn put together.
This is Dashawn's video combining. You've made a little a montage.
Yeah.
I don't know what you
It's
would
almost
call
like a scrapbook.
So I'm
video scrapbook.
I'm gonna
MBST.
kind of get that set
The
up
early years.
and get it playing here. So you should be
When I
hearing.
get ready to start, I'm gonna let. You're gonna start. I'm gonna start it. Remember.
I kind of got it turned down a little bit, but I can always turn that up.
Turn it up.
Try to keep together. Let's not fall off base where I have to edit it.
How's that sound?
I'd like it to be a whole podcast and we just get going after I start where I'm getting ready to start. All right. Okay. Is everybody ready?
Cool.
Got their drinks, and then we can.
Cool. All right. Well, so Dashawn, maybe take us through this video presentation here.
So, after complaining for months on end with Shawn, no, this is really how it started. Me and Shawn both are very creative people. We both like film, we both like TV, we like just being annoying, entertaining people, and we always had ideas for doing stuff. And I kept complaining one day and was like, "We're never going to do anything," because we always talk about these grandiose ideas. And Shawn said, "Well, let's shoot one right now." And I went, "What?" And literally, no one was in the shop. And we shot our first ever commercial off my phone with a VHS style filter. And we just kind of riffed the whole thing, and we kind of had fun just doing it. It was just a stupid little commercial that kind of morphed into just a video, and then it got morphed and edited into a bunch of other stuff. Like Shawn added a bunch of nonsense with chickens.
You give me any time with some video, and I will destroy it.
Yeah.
I will make it to where
We made it like a
ridiculous.
found footage thing. So like there's a VHS tape that's re-recorded of a wedding, re-recorded of a commercial, re-recorded of the Rats of the Live with the Rocks.
Rat,
Yeah.
Live at whatever, Red Rock, whatever. Yeah.
And then of course
There's a movie that there's a couple clips from a TV movie that was a real TV movie.
the chicken.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of just nonsense. And this is the one that never made the cut. There were several edits that we made that eventually either Shawn changed or I changed. So this is one edit that was just on my phone still. And yeah, it was just a fun little video that it was the first thing that we ever did. That now, 4 years later, we've done just as much crap. Like it's still on par with everything else.
Yeah, this is
Shawn,
true to the orig. We haven't deviated too far. Still stupid.
it's on brand.
Yeah,
Very on brand.
And the idea is, with Shawn, you're losing at Mario Kart on Super Nintendo.
Well, again, it was like you said, it was set up. It was set up as a commercial, and I just kept adding things. You kept adding things, and then in post, I did a bunch of random crap. But that's one of the things we did in random add-on later, which is like, let's get everyone involved. And just, I don't know, I just thought this would just be a crazy scene where it just morphs to all of us, and it goes back to be like, and we don't even acknowledge that it happened.
Mark just
Just
stands
a lot of
there,
stupid
and
stuff.
Phil screams.
And Phil's just screaming. And the setup is that I'm talking about how great I am at a video game, and I'm the master, and I'm a pro. I'm a pro. It's pro moves. And then I get it, and I
Super
literally
depressed.
can't do anything. And I blame the controller. I give it to you. You immediately start doing, way better. And I say that it's drafty. It's a little windy in there. And then as you hear me want to, give me another shot. Give me another shot. And I fight you for it here. Just give me, come on, give me that back. Give me all right, just give me the controller. Like, I don't understand. So I get the controller back, but it's clearly a setup. When it comes back on,
this got lost in the shuffle.
This
of
got
editing.
lost in the video because it's such a purposely bad looking video. You can't really tell, but it starts with my hands, and then it jumps
into my hands with
into
baby
his
powder
hands
all over
with
it.
baby powder, and it's as if I'm trying to make it seem like I'm the one who's actually playing and being good. And I'm acting as you can hear me talking, acting as if it's me, but I'm using you, basically forcing you to play the game, and me taking credit for your abilities.
And you can also tell we're like intercutting different levels.
And there is
in the
actually
game.
tons of baby powder on the table, from where it's as if I'm trying to whitewash your arms to make it seem like it's me, so I can take credit.
Because racism was funny then.
Hey, that's not racism. That's stupid, and it's still funny.
Yes, very much so.
But that was lost in translation. No one even picked up that was you.
It was such a subtle thing.
It's subtle. But the whole point was it was just a commercial for selling that we sell video games, and it's just stupid. And again, I ran with it. I even made a VHS box where it's like cut with a bunch of different things
It was like the paper.
The movie was The Paper, although that's never even on here.
The
Yeah.
paper.
But then it's MBST and it's got rad.
Actually, you'll see the picture should be after this. I think I added
Is that
pictures
added
of
on?
I believe so. There's some stuff throughout our little documentary of our early years
Docu-series.
of docu-series.
Now on this, real quick, because I'm not on this video. Are this goes over top of our podcast that we were going to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, aficionado.
the aficionado. Can we hear any audio from the aficionado?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's playing.
It's playing.
Yeah.
Will I be able to hear it? Like, can we hear it through here, or do we have to pull it up?
Yeah, we probably have to pull it up.
I could probably.
And see, look, the random cuts. It cuts back to the
Cuts
beginning.
back, yeah. Random cuts. Well, I was going to say with the aficionado, how we started it seemingly started a lot more Yes, this is what we're going to be doing.
It was like
this
the
is
first
a
48.
podcast.
We did the first 48.
Yeah, and
This is a podcast, I believe.
yes, a podcast.
You can
I
tell
mean.
everyone
We will be
felt
talking about pop culture.
Everyone felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was still like the first thing
Yeah.
that mostly, like Phil's done podcast. Like,
Oh, there you go.
there's a VHS
There's the
tape.
VHS.
I added that in there.
There's the original. There's the OG
Rad
BMX.
our first year too, technically. We were in a movie.
That was a
Gnawbone.
movie that we got cut. Thanks for nothing, Gnawbone.
So this is actually shot in our store when our store was like actually clean and organized.
Yeah, I was gonna
there,
ask.
There I am in the back with the Eddie Munster style hair.
I was gonna ask what store in California or some big city is this?
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is.
See, look at
And
me.
I don't
I'm
believe
wearing, I'm wearing the polo shirt. I look
You
how
got a
skinny
polo.
I was.
I think you're
So
lying.
they wanted just some background on this. We were in a movie called Gnawbone. They wanted to use our store as a backdrop for a scene that was going to be like a post-credit scene in the movie.
Yeah, it was a stinger scene because it was
The
going to
stinger
connect to
scene.
the next movie that they were going to make.
They had an idea about doing another movie that I guess they never did. Hey, there's some actual video
Hey, some
of
podcast footage.
one of our early.
Remember we did the
podcasts.
roundtable style kind of deal.
Yeah, that's interesting shots. But we see Mark was there, and he was the original on the original podcast. We interviewed him for him talking about what was it? What was we talking with him about? It's the Star Wars.
It was a Star Wars related thing. Mandalorian was
Yes.
coming
Yeah, it was
out.
pretty much Mark was on the show because the
He was
aficionado, he knew the most about Star Wars.
Yeah,
Right.
so he was talking
Right.
about the Star Wars, the new
And there were some new
shows.
cartoons coming out.
a number of things, and he was giving his take and what he felt was good and
Close up
bad.
to Shawn's
For Mark,
face.
if you knew Mark, everything Star Wars, it didn't really matter. He was
Yeah.
good. It was hard pressed for him to say anything bad, even
Oh,
if the movie
man.
sucked.
It panned across the table there, and we had the bucket full of brews.
Babble, slurs,
Talk was the
talk.
original
Oh,
name.
yeah.
That's
Dude.
what. It was never the original name. That's
No,
what
no,
you
that was the
pitched.
concept.
was
So when the
concept.
first podcast came out, that's
There's
Batman Day.
There's a Mark, Phil.
Oh my god! I don't think I have laughed harder
So real quick, the
on this
name
character.
This is Lil Kev.
Real quick before we get into Little Kev, because this stuff gets wild and it's a long video.
They have to know the audio. To see this happening without the audio, I don't know what
we had to take the audio out for this. I think.
Yeah, we did.
We'll pop some Lil Kev one day.
Will we bring Little Kev?
Yeah, Little Kev's
Lil Kev's. I'll do. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Lil Kev's moving a statue. Lil Kev's got to move a statue here.
That haunted freaking CD holder.
Statue kind of heavy. Lil Kev's trying to move it. Lil Kev's going down. Kev's down. Lil Kev's down.
That's not right, man.
Lil Kev does have crinkle hands, and the problem with that is that it's hard to grasp things.
Like a praying mantis.
Lil Kev is a little bit of everything, and if you notice, Lil Kev is having a bit of a problem on the floor.
But wait.
Oh, right.
His hand is also EpiPen. I love Pulp Fiction. And he found the heart.
Lil Kev's waking. Lil Kev's awakened. Well, guess
Scary
what?
creatures.
Oh, scary creatures. Lil Kev's turning into a vampire.
Not yet.
I like how Little Kev, the character, is just you with problems.
It's just
No,
me.
it's just him. He just did the same thing twice.
It's just me. Lil Kev's trying to pick up the statue.
It's Shawn times 3.
Look at this.
Lil Kev puts the statue on top of him. Doesn't really know what's
This video is
happening.
probably literally it's 4 years old. This video is 4 years old.
If we had the
Lil
audio
Kev's
on
dying
there,
from weighting the statue.
you could hear like everyone that was there. I think it was you, me, and maybe Mark was there
Me,
too.
you, and Mark,
we were dying.
tickled. We were so. It was one of our big sale days, and we were there for like 8 to 10 hours. And we were just so tickled.
Lil Kev's checking
And then
out.
he's making this. And then like.
Look out! Look out! Look out! Go toward the light.
And then
Lil Kev
he
starts-
dies. So
Lil
I
Kev
get,
dies. Hold on. Lil Kev's out.
Oh, poor little Kev.
Lil Kev's staying true to scene. And then Lil Kev's back. Lil Kev's back. Lil Kev's becoming a vampire.
That's right. He chases us around.
and literally,
you guys
we all
run.
scream like a bunch of schoolgirls.
You scream like little girls and literally
We
run from me.
all
Oh,
run different
crikey.
directions.
And I give up pretty quickly because immediately I'm like, they literally ran from me.
Lemonade, hot dogs, Mad Dogs. We
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
Shadagwa for
First
Shadagwa.
Shadagwa.
So you know what this is,
This
Shawn?
is this a Chauncey?
This is Shawn getting ready to
No.
yell
Oh,
at
this
an
is me
employee.
doing audio for
We were doing the phone call for Wrenchman, the first scene in
the
Wrenchman.
Wrenchman.
This was an
Ooh.
outtake because you mess up, then I start laughing, and then you're just like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"You messed up the line." We just
I'm
started
doing
laughing.
my audio that I have to dub in.
So
You make yourself laugh.
you're like, "Man."
I'm a funny genius.
Now this.
And this was another take of Wrenchman. This was us like trying to shoot a movie.
That's that mustache.
Little Kev trying to shoot a movie.
Perfect. I cut that thing right out. It fits perfectly.
Oh, my bell pepper nose.
Your
Yeah,
bell
you're right.
pepper
Does it have like little like?
No, I cut that
No, it
perfectly.
just stuck.
It just
I
stuck.
cut it. I measured his nose, kind of like got the size, and I just cut it so I knew he'd kind of like snap around his nose, and it fit perfect. It's just a piece of paper. That's not even anything. It's just paper. I just
No
cut
plastic
out.
over
No,
top.
nothing.
Movie magic.
So this is like an
folks. Movie
outtake of us
magic.
doing the phone call in the store.
So many little stupid things. But during the aficionado, we had Mark on,
Yes.
and what was some of the other stuff that we talked about? On
You know what's funny? I could go to Apple Podcasts where you can listen to the whole podcast in full.
Yeah,
And I can give you the
How
description.
do they do that? How do they do that? Man?
Bill would know better than I.
How do they do it?
Well, if
Phil?
you want to listen to our podcast,
That's what I'm trying to say.
we have about nearly 30 episodes published out there. We're ending season 3 currently, but yeah,
Thank God.
you can go. Yeah, thank you, Lord. But no, you can go to many of your typical.
God, we
Pod-
shot all this.
Yeah,
It's
no joke.
fantastic. That whole scene was all worked out. Shot quite a bit.
Can you keep any of it?
Ah,
It's immediately
ah.
changed.
I know.
But yeah, you can go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and there's about 6 or 7 of them sort of well known. Obviously, people are going
Also,
to
we
Apple
got a
and
Richmond
Spotify.
poster made.
Yeah, geez, remember
This
that?
was Manistock, the first ever Manistock, which was still
Yeah.
Shadagwa.
Hey, is it Madison Babel Scuttlebutt Talk? Is that how they look it up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not slurs, because I got cut
Yeah.
instantaneously. This is our podcast where we
Robert.
had Robert as our guest.
Robert, looking younger.
Hey.
We all got a little older.
Oh, hey.
Camera guy.
Camera
Paid that
person.
guy to be there for a minute or two. Then we kicked him out.
So the aficionado was pretty much Disney Plus Mandalorian, Arabic Birds of Prey trailer leak, Spider-Man
Oh, that's
Custody
right.
Battle, and the Joker trailer, which we were
Oh,
talking
Joker.
about.
Yeah, they were.
This was Shawn literally
yeah.
just making a prank call. Like we were going to do a video series where we were going to do prank
I wasn't
calls.
pranking.
They
Someone-
called us, and it was
Yes.
a spam call, so you pranked them
I
in
then
return.
pranked them for like 20 to 30 minutes. And they stayed on because they believed me because they're stupid.
And then you acted like you fell and broke your hip.
Oh, that's right. Guys. Yeah.
Rubber shot.
You're actually kind of handsome, Shawn.
Oh, yeah.
And not now, but like that one picture was fine. This is when we did our horror episode with Good Knock Bone.
Good Knock Bone?
With
Good
Gary
Knock
Means
Bone.
and our camera guy.
Camera guy showed up again. For a while.
And then we had Alan, the Mad Dog, Natty,
Yeah. And then, oh,
MBST, dude.
MBST, dude. There
So
you go.
this
There's
is when we did our first telethon, all-nighter.
That was from the
Jeremy's
Bourbon
challenge.
Show. That was
Oh,
from the
No,
Bourbon
it
Show,
wasn't. The
wasn't it?
next one's the Bourbon Show.
Okay. Oh, look who
I
showed
kept
up.
them in order.
The
Dos.
That's the Bourbon. That's the Bourbon Show. Yeah.
Our Funko Pops that have already been vaulted. There's a chair.
Challenge.
No, we
That
don't
was the
talk about
last-
him.
That was the last episode of our first season.
There's Mark. There's Jenna. Both not with us anymore.
Mark will lead you. Mark will lead you in the right direction.
R2 C3PO.
But
Good
yeah.
old early years.
We're happy to have.
Right, live at the Roxy.
Remember that show?
Remember Sandy was wasted. That's why Sandy was wasted. So we talked about Joker. So that kind of became a joke.
Hey-o.
You talk about it for 3 episodes.
Yeah, I think so.
Episodes,
Yeah, I think that was the main topic for 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Of
Joker.
course, we have to.
Yeah,
last
good
but not least,
times.
maybe
Good oldies.
least,
Good
we
times,
do
great
have
oldies.
to give a round of
Well,
applause to
I will say, I think that was a good little video that you.
our king among
Not
men.
so, I made it literally 10 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
But well, before we go, I think we need to mention the advancement in technology that we use now compared to.
I just wish we knew how to use it. Yeah, Phil. Maybe you should learn how. Maybe you should call that camera guy who did all our equipment before, and maybe you should take notes from him.
We're 40. What do you want?
We're 40. You guys are collectively 40.
I'm
24.
Everything to
25.
I'm okay.
be able to do
We'll figure it out.
Phil won't.
Phil won't figure it out.
I know.
But that's not what he's here for.
It's here for town.
He's here
Yeah,
for.
I'm talent.
Big B.
He's here for one thing.
You haven't enjoyed this?
Off his hat.
Well, you said we were.
In honor of the great and powerful. He's not
Oh,
wrong.
So
my
donating to
goodness.
Patreon right now at this early in the morning, how would you
Man.
do such a thing?
Oh.
Where would you go
Well-
to donate $5 a month to our Patreon?
How would you even do that?
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
say the one thing you're here for.
I guess you'd have to go to the intranet and type in the the top web browser there, not the search engine, but the web browser. Type in www.patreon.com/MasonBST, and hey, we're only asking for $5 a month. That helps us produce shows, product, giveaways, all kinds of silliness, and our drug guys. So
I just want to make sure everyone heard that twice.
You know, if you're
yeah,
listening,
but
probably
$5 a month,
They can help us become a little bit better.
and they get stuff too.
It's not
So,
hard to miss.
We
Big yellow
constantly
sign,
are doing
big red
little
border,
things,
Madison
freebies,
by yourself
giveaways,
break. And you walk into the
murders,
shop
suicides.
and
Hugs
it
and
is
kisses.
yeah,
split
all that.
right down the middle,
What's still
literally.
coming? What's
Phil.
coming
Hugs
up?
and kisses, Phil.
Not,
Come here, to me and you.
No, you always do this.
Over
You
Shawn.
always
Over
do this.
Shawn.
You always. You always do this. You can't. Love is what kills him. Man, we found his weakness.
That's what on the store now.
We were so close.
Okay.
So
Casey
close to
would have left it
destroying
for me.
him.
You could have had the
Do-
store.
when we get ready to click this off, we've already played through. Do we have what's the second part?
We got part 2 of Slumber Party.
Oh.
Oh my god! And then we'll probably do the title card sequence so I can update some more files. And yeah, we'll be back with
I think what we do is we play that next clip, let it play through, and then do the title card sequence while you're figuring some other stuff.
oh,
Now speaking
no.
out.
Okay.
recent,
All right, this has been fun. Kind of going back, seeing some of our early video, talk a little
Yeah.
about.
It's cool.
Yeah,
boxing videos.
all good.
And
Nice.
that weekly when
Nice.
All right, guys.
shipment of comics,
See you in a bit.
Funko Pops, action figures.
I
things of
love
that
you.
nature. And we recently,
Love you so.
this past
Love you so
week,
much.
Earlier this week, actually.